look at the word investment, that entails a return. Now, we've had a very abstract concept of education. Okay? There's a kid who's going to grow up and he's going to do something and something and something. It's very abstract. But investment is actually how much I'm putting in and what am I getting in return. For example, our media industry, there's not much been focused on the film industry, and Mola Jat, which has crossed 200 crores. Now there's a tangible result that can be seen. The same thing applies to education. When you see results because of education, when the results are promoted, you will get more investment, and then that will bring more results. It's a good cycle.
I have an experience of working in Army Aviation School as a principal. Since after retirement, I changed my profession and have joined education. So I tried to keep that model here as well, where we need to impart technical education to our children. Keeping in view the experience of Army Aviation School, where we had been imparting technical education and skills to our pilots or the young officers, I tried to adopt that model in my school as well, so that the things can go in a better way. UN के SDGs की बात करें तो SDG 4 जो है वो basically belong करता है education के साथ, और उसकी implication अगर हम स्कूल में बात करें तो technical education या जो skills हैं बच्चों को दी जाती हैं वो इतनी ज़्यादा आम नहीं है हमारे पास. I tried to introduce this thing in 9th and 10th class, सो दैट कि अगर उनको कोई स्किल दे दी जाए जिसमें कि वो अपने आप को आने वाले वक्त में बेहतर इंसान बना सकें किसी फील्ड के लिए पाकिस्तान में रहते हुए, एंड ओवरऑल पाकिस्तान की डेवलपमेंट में वो भी कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकें.
वो जिसको हम कहते हैं ना तरबियत, दैट पार्ट आई थिंक इज़ मिसिंग इन आवर यूनिवर्सिटीज़. यस, we have trained them to get good grades, A grades, and they are running after it. That negative competitiveness is actually is not good. Competition negatively just to let other people down, person down, and you are getting good grade, that is not good. Practically, I am not only professor here, I am also clinical psychologist here. So I have seen so many students going through relationship issues, grade issues, family issues, and so many and so forth. मेरे नज़दीक grooming is not about grades only, it's about the values which a person should possess.
We are going to develop a Finnish business school where we are not going to prepare the graduates. They need to have another training from the industry. So we want to share our graduates. They want to serve the industry, but with the lens of the preparation, where they are coming up with the well-established persona, well-established acumen. So they could be very readily being employed. They could be very readily being utilized towards the capitalization of the industrial developments.
About international set standards, in any case what we can do is that we can look at different policy provisions and regulations given by the global agencies and mainly by the UN, and those documents guide us very clearly that for sustainable development what type of education is required at each level, and considering those recommendations we can uplift every level of education, I would say, but I would always focus more on higher education. One way of looking at international standards is to look at the successful education systems around the world. We can look at the European countries, we can look at US and Canadian model, or we can look at the successful models within Asia.
Gone are the days when you used to say my son or daughter is going to be an engineer or a doctor for a certain reason. Now there's so many fields in media and all very lucrative. So there's two things that parents and policymakers need to understand, that it's not about forcing education down, it's about understanding mindsets too. Certain people have become good engineers, certain people become good artists. When a child in early education can be seen to be going towards a certain way, that should be focused. That way the good education will come out.